On a train journey, a mathematics professor met a farmer. To kill the time during the journey, he invited the farmer to play trivia quiz. To make it more interesting, he suggested that the person who answers the quiz correctly will receive a cash reward from the person asking the question. Similarly, the person who cannot answer the question or answers incorrectly must give money to the person that posed the question. The amount of money proposed by the professor is $10. "What do you think?" asked the professor. "All right," replied the farmer. "But we have to make it fair," he continued. "What do you mean?" asked the professor. "You are a professor, of course your knowledge and education are very high. I am just a farmer. The possibility that I can answer your question is very small. Meanwhile, you have a greater chance of answering my question correctly." "So what?" the professor continued, curious. "If I can answer your question, you have to give me $10. But if I can't answer your question, then I'll only have to pay $5. Similarly, if you can answer my question, I will only give you $5. But if you can't answer my question, you have to give me $10. This is because you are much smarter and more educated than I am," explained the farmer. The professor fell silent. He thought about the farmer's words. "It seems fair enough," he said then. He extended his hand, inviting a handshake as a sign that they had reached an agreement. The farmer smiled. "Please ask your questions," said the farmer. "How far is the distance from the earth to the sun?" the professor asked. The farmer frowned. His eyes were facing the train window, which presented a rapidly flashing urban view. 1,000,000 kilometers, he finally answered. "Wrong," the professor replied. "The distance between the earth and the sun is close to 150,000 kilometers. Precisely 149,700 kilometers. This is the average distance because the Earth is always moving away from the perihelion, so its distance is never constant," the professor explained confidently. His face looked serious. The farmer smiled bitterly. He then took a $5 and handed it to the professor. The professor smiled. "Now it's your turn," he continued while putting the money into his pocket. "What has 4 legs at night, 2 legs during the day, and 10 legs in the morning?" the farmer asked. The professor fell silent. His forehead was furrowed. He thought hard. He was silent for quite a while. This is the first time in his life to have such a difficult question from a farmer. After thinking for quite a while, he finally gave up. "I don't know," he said briefly while sighing. He then handed the farmer $10. "What is that?" he asked the farmer. The farmer smiled. He took the $10 given by the professor. "I don't know either," he said briefly, handing the professor $5.